Hey everyone!
Hi everyone,
Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Mr. O and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
Welcome
Hey,
everyone.
hope everybody is doing okay. And I'm just noticing how much cat hair I have on here. This is very sad. Gonna have to wash this thing. So we kept our blinds open today. It is, well, and of course, the sun is under clouds right now, but it's an absolutely beautiful, sunny, but very muggy day here in Michigan. I, today, am using, you're kind of quiet, Mr. O. I just want to say, I don't know who's watching suddenly his emotional exchanges, but it shot up from like 20 views to 80. So bravo, Mr. O.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
In general, a lot of our views are going up. I mean, even our live stream views have gone up a lot. And then, of course, material matters.
Went through the roof, but today it's back down to earth a little bit. So, you know,
So far.
I'm sure there'll be cycles and waves. Can't always be on the top. Hey, what am I shuffling here?
Hi, Divine.
Oh, hey, Divine, you got in early. Good. You won't be number one, but you're up on the top there, not too far.
But all of you are number one to us, if you know what we mean.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so what am I shuffling here? I am shuffling the Divination of the Ancients, which is basically a card deck that is all about fortune telling, and they use that to create an oracle. So let's see what card we have for the collective today. I kind of like this deck. The cards are big, and yeah, it can be read upright or reverse. Oh, interesting. We have the dowsing rods. And the dowsing rods, you see on the bottom there, it says the word seeker. And I know we have a lot of seekers here today, like ourselves. Hi, MG. Welcome to the show again. Get you on the list.
Hi, MG.
Okay, so our card for the collective from the Divination of the Ancients is, the Seeker, the Dowsing Rods. The Dowsing Rods have sought you out to announce that your search is almost over. You have spent a long time looking in the wrong places. Now is the moment to sense through your heart, using the natural elements as your guide. Doing so will point you in the right direction. Walk your path of destiny, aware of the signs in the flow of water beneath your feet, in the depths of the earth. Create no attachments to the path of others, for they may lead you far more barren lands. You seek your path and they seek theirs. Nature will guide you, so get out in it and seek out the watering holes, the streams, the rivers, and find what you need in their reflections. And you know, there's nothing I like more than rivers and streams and babbling brooks. Some of my favorite places are by rivers. So they give a little incantation here, and it goes like this. I seek it here, I seek it well, but still I ask, where doth it dwell? The answer I find is flowing within and all around me. The streams and lakes manifest all I can be. Seek and you will find. Don't give up. You are almost there. Time to step into your destiny. A lost item will soon be found. You've found the information you've been looking for. Reconciliation and reunion bring great joy. That's what I have for everybody today.
So today I'm using 3 decks. I'm using my Tarot of the Mermaids.
Okay.
That's the Sun from that deck. And then I'm also using the Tarot of the Northern Shadows. That's the 9 of Wands from that deck. And finally I'm using the Nefertari Golden Tarot.
I love that. That's so beautiful.
And that's the 6 of Cups.
Indeed it is.
And what do you got?
Oh, Well, I started using some of my new decks that I got last Thursday, so I'm going to use them again. I have the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler, and that's the person who also did the Healing Light Lenormand, which I will be using today. I'm going to be using 2 Lenormands today because I got a new one. And then I am also using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, and it is just beautiful. Fortunately, the cards are very cardboardy though, and I bent one of them in a stupid way that I'm not going to get into here. But I'm trying to see, I think they're still going to shuffle okay and work okay. If there's a problem, I'll know pretty fast. So anyway, it's a beautiful deck. And anybody who knows the old Morgan Greer tarot deck with those vibrant colors, that's kind of what, there's different imagery here and beautiful imagery, but the colors remind me of that
Did you
deck.
say that or did I say that?
I don't know.
I thought I mentioned that
Maybe so.
a deck of yours reminded me of Morgan Greer.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if it was that one.
And finally, so I will show... I did show that one. Whoops. I'm using the Cyril Marchetti again, which I've been using the Gilded Tarot Royale. So those 3 things. Did I show the... This is the one I think I did not show. I'm trying to find it here. Yes. The Mirror of Truth Lenormand, which is one of my new Lenormand decks. So I'll be using that as well. And I really love this deck. It has some very nice imagery. Hey, Josephine. Welcome,
Hi, Josephine.
welcome. I'll get you on the list.
So let's go to that list.
Let's go to the list and see what's going on here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8 people so far. So all of you guys are assured of reading today. I'll go over the list, but I think I want to make a couple more announcements before we get started. Gaurav will be first, and then Merwin, Libra Cusp, Irish Capricorn, KC, Divine U, MG, Josephine. Did I miss anyone, Mr. O?
Angel Mary just joined us.
Oh, hi, Angel Mary.
Hi, Angel
You'll
Mary.
be number 9, my lucky number.
Announcements.
Yeah. So basically, we did have a couple of card spread giveaways. We're not going to be doing a giveaway this week or next Thursday, but they will start again next Sunday. We will probably have some more card spreads to give away, but also we are going to have some physical objects to give away this month.
Really?
Really?
Do I come gift wrapped?
Somebody take him, please. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
That's right. I'm your gift.
So the other thing is, yes, I know we've been talking about the soul stories, but I'm really pumped to get another soul stories out there. So this has got to be the week. Hopefully things will have settled down for us so I can do that. We've been talking to accountants and legal advisors about setting up our business. So we are getting closer and closer. And so it's bound to happen.
Things are happening.
Things are happening, and it's been really crazy busy trying to take care of everything. Mr. O has all kinds of retirement stuff he is still working through.
I'm going crazy. None of it's real easy for me.
It is kind of maddening.
None
It
of
is. It's
easy.
a lot of work and a lot of worries and stress getting everything together. So,
Hi, Angel Rivera.
hey, Angel, welcome, welcome. You
Thanks
are
for
number
joining
10.
us.
All right, and 2 angels in a row. All right.
There you go.
So Gaurav has wrote the question down. I think we'll get started and banter as we go. So Gaurav's question is there. Merwin will be next. Libra Cusp, Irish Capricorn, KC, Divine U, MG, Josephine, Angel Mary, and Angel Rivera. So,
All right, for Gaurav's question, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Mermaids.
okay. In the future. Okay, how we want to handle this?
Could be a yes or no.
It could be a yes or no. I think we should start there.
Mhm.
And maybe we can add to that if we need to, because it's possible, even if it's a yes or it's a no, we can maybe find out what some of the stumbling blocks are.
Absolutely.
All right. And maybe the yes or no will tell us that.
Somebody named Sydney won on Thursday, but they haven't stepped forward to claim their reward yet. So we're trying to get their attention.
Yeah. So Sonali, okay.
Hi, Jenna. Hi, Sonali.
Added you to the list. You'll be number 11, Sonali. We're just starting with our first reading.
And Jenna joined us too.
Oh, and Jenna. Okay, you'll be number 12, Jenna. Wow. All right. Always great to see a full house here. All right.
Namaste.
Namaste from Michigan.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, Gaurav, I would say not to give up hope, not to abandon hope at this point, but there may be some stumbling blocks. We're getting a probable yes to this. It's leaning towards yes, but we did get the Knave of Swords reversed. And to me, that may indicate that the person, did you say S, I think? Yeah, S. You know, they may not be, they may be having difficulties reaching a decision in their lives. They may be confused. They may be going through some stuff for a time. I have a feeling this may take some time to play out. What do you think about that?
My only thought there is that maybe the card indicates that at least in some areas there needs to be a little bit of a maturation process, that maybe they're not quite clicking with some adult concepts or responsibilities.
Yeah,
but yeah, it looks
I
like
see
it's
what you're
leaning
saying.
toward chess. Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe I think also because you were asking, will they realize they've made a bad choice or whatever it is, realize the mistakes. I think that is the crux of it, is when are they going to realize their mistakes? I think that may be part of it too. And as Mr. O said, that might be part of, you know, the maturation process.
Yeah, nothing indicates that it's a no, they won't, but it just may be timing is definitely, you know, the question, I guess.
Do you want to take a moment to throw a few more real
Sure,
quick
let's
and
do
see
that
what
real
else
quick.
we can pull on this to see if we've got a little more information for you, Gaurav? I'm going to shuffle first this time. Or did I last time? I forget. No.
I started because it's my deck.
It's your deck.
Well, you know.
It was my deck. I just saw this really cool, I forget what it was called, but somebody by the name of Blue Six Tarot on Twitter was showing this Oceana, I think it was, tarot. And
The Oceanic.
Yeah, Oceanic tarot or something like that. That one really appealed to me. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to get myself a water deck too.
Yeah, didn't we see an image of a mermaid?
We did. It was on the box or whatever that he was showing. That looks very interesting. I'm going to have to look that one up. All right.
So let's see what else it says about Gaurav.
Or about us
The
and
question,
the
right.
situation. Well, all right, that's the Five of Wands, and that is reversed. And then we have the Four of Wands reversed. And then we have the Fool upright. I think that some of the issue here is that, you know, they have to settle down with their life. There's things that are unsettled. There are things that they've been working through. And, you know, their life is not exactly where they want it. And so it's up to them when they're going to make that next move and take that leap and that step into the unknown that they need to trust themselves to take.
It seems like there's still, whether we want to call this an adult or an immature thing, a sense of an impulsiveness in their nature, and that maybe sometimes they're given to just do things on an impulse and then consider what the ramifications are later, if there are any. So I sort of see that there too. Um, there's nothing that doesn't indicate, that they won't come around, but it just doesn't look like it's really present exactly at this
Right.
time. I mean, our other card said yes, but the timetable is what really looks off here. To some degree, I'm wondering if maybe certain things, like in their own family, their own responsibilities or extended family, may impinge upon them kind of facing up to some other responsibilities and maybe inviting that.
The first card I drew, Gaurav, was the coffin. And then I drew the lady, which, could indicate a partner, whatever. The thing is that I feel this person has to end something. Something has to come to an end before they can move on. They have to put an end to something, whether it's another relationship they're in, or if, as Mr. O had said, there's some other... What are you doing there?
I'm thinking there's a connection with something to do with their family or...
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes,
You were
right.
talking about these other problems or issues that they have. They have to... This has to reach a conclusion before they're ready to move on.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe they're trying to, pull them in with responsibilities or family things or something like that. And they have to figure out how to stand up on their own. And some of that is about their impulsive nature. Like their impulsive nature could guide them to be braver,
Right.
But they need something that will help them with that. Maybe it could be you. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
That's what we see today, Gaurav. I hope that helps. And hi, Austin. Just wanted to acknowledge
Hi,
I've got
Austin.
you on the list if you want a reading. I think you'll be like number 13 or something today, Austin.
Seems like a good number to me.
I think. Not sure. We just got done with Gaurav.
And Sunman, you could go retreat.
Oh, no.
Don't just, if he gets
I know.
over here, he might settle down.
So, Merwin, you are up. It's your turn. And then Libra Cusp, Irish Capricorn, KC, Divine U, MG, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, and Austin.
I think to finally answer that, it looks, maybe it's leading that way, but it doesn't look like it's in an appreciable amount of time. This may be a question, Gaurav, that you'll have to ask again. It does seem like eventually, but we don't see the time
It
flow.
was leaning towards yes. It was leaning towards yes. I mean, there is an energy that could bring you two together, but it wasn't a definite yes, Gaurav. So I'm not going to say for certain. I think this person really has to come to terms with a lot of stuff and maybe do some growing up. A lot of it's going to depend on them. In this case, I'm certain of that.
Tarot's a snapshot in time, so right now it looks that way, but there's always a possibility that other circumstances could change things. Okay, so we're waiting for Merwin.
We are waiting on Merwin, who I think has a question for us today.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, everybody, to like our page. We really appreciate that.
Yes, please.
I want to thank everybody to coming to my Material Matters today. I think I got 8 likes, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. Check out, if you haven't, my Material Matters video, which is on YouTube, which will prepare you for the week ahead in business and finance. And, of course, Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, which was released on Friday.
And tell you all about the affairs or non-affairs in your life.
You're welcome, Gaurav. Good luck. Good luck with that. With that situation, Merwin, where are you?
Probably typing that big old question.
We'll give Merwin just a minute longer. Any other announcements, Mr. O? Oh, did you want to tell your synchronistic story?
Not really. The mood is past.
The mood has passed. Okay.
You mean
I'm just gonna
about our
say-
kitty's pal?
No, I was talking about the cookies.
Our kitty's pal. Uncle Well. The kitty's pal. You don't remember that?
I do, but it's just, again,
Does anyone remember Laugh-In from the late 60s, early 70s?
Oh, there's Merwin.
If you did, there was a comedian who did an act called Uncle Al, the Kitty's Pal. Well, we'll pick this up in a few minutes.
Well, Mr. O, that's a complicated one. It could be a yes, no, but I sense we're going to need some nuance on this one as well.
Ah. So maybe we should cut to the skinny. Is this a fake account? And then nuance from there?
Yeah. So, let's see. Is he really who he claims to be? Is it a fake account? Let's see. Is he really who he claims to be? Let's do that. That's the first part. You know, so much fakery out there today and so many lies. I don't know. You know, sometimes you really have to go with your gut, though. And if something seems like it's wrong, it probably is. But let's see what the cards have to say.
The Sun Man is being ultra adorable and cute with me right now.
I may have to resort to getting up and giving some catnip. And by the way, I'm all in red today, celebrating Moon in Aries, my favorite time, and it's moving into Taurus today. And because I'm the Aries-Taurus cusp, I just want to say I'm usually pretty lucky when it's the Aries-Taurus cusp. It's one of my lucky times. And I did win $30 today to start my day.
Woohoo, we could go to Burger King.
That's a lot of burgers, Mr. O.
I know. Sun Man, you are adorable.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, Merwin, we did not get a definite yes.
But it's leaning there.
But it's leaning towards yes, and it's a very positive yes, which is very interesting to me.
Is he who he says he is?
I think we're going to do some more cards just to see what's up, but we have the Four of Wands here upright, and to me, you know, as the extra card here, because the other two are aces, it's a yes. That's a very positive card. That seems like this could build into something very positive for you.
I want to be silly and say his biological clock is ticking. Like he seems to have an intention towards being in a romance or being in some situation. I think that's what I'm feeling from that.
Okay.
His intention is to find somebody and to bond, I think.
Okay. Well, this is very interesting. And I don't want to put a damper on it, but you know, if you have serious doubts, I would say be very careful. But let's do some more cards on this and just see what we throw three, what it says.
We're cheap, Angel.
Burger King has this great deal. What was the deal? Remember?
It's called a bundle, and there's
Yeah.
like 3 Whoppers, 3 cheeseburgers, and 3 fries for like $25 or something like that.
No, it wasn't $25. $12.99.
Oh, okay. What do I know about money?
$25 would be a lot for that.
What do I know about
Holy
money?
cow.
Maybe I was thinking of getting 2. That would be $25.
Yeah, that's probably it, Mr. O. Here you go. You know, my druthers is, I like Wendy's burgers better. I don't know why, but, and their fries better than Burger King's. But no, I take that back. I do like Burger King's burger, that charbroiled flavor that they give it. I do like that, but I like Wendy's fries better. I think that's really what I meant to say.
I mostly hate all fast food French fries. Just too greasy and
Rallies?
stuff for me. Yeah, those are about the greasiest.
Oh, man. Do you like the ones that we get frozen, though?
I guess.
Some of them have frozen versions of their fries, and actually, I think Rallies are really good.
Have it your way at Burger King.
Oh, man, Merwin. So now I threw 3 cards just to muddle the issue, eh? So the sun here is reversed. So I'm not going to rule out the fact that he may be hiding something. And it may relate to his past because there's the Six of Cups reversed. And so maybe the Wheel of Fortune is a caution for you. You know, there may be some risk attached to this, but, excuse me, but the wheel is in its positive position. So, you know, maybe you ought to take a little chance and a gamble on this one, but handle it as safely as you can. Of course, you know, if you're going to arrange a meeting or something like that, maybe do it in a very public space, etc. And don't give too much personal data or information away so that, you know, you can get out of it easily if it goes south.
Well, I look at the sun reversed and I say maybe this says that they're trying to be obscure about their past, the Six of Cups reversed, or that maybe it's just not really something you can find, that information is just not going to be there, and that you may have to take it at face value, that if this person sort of indicates, you know, sort of like a checkered or unhappy past, not so much in relationships, but maybe background wise, like Banshee says, taking the chance, you know, looks favorable in some ways. But I also wonder too if maybe this card relates more to that person, says that that person maybe feels something from you that makes them feel lucky, or that will inspire some luckiness or some change of the wheel, some change that draws you in. You know, the wheel turns, but to me that's a spiral, and sometimes spirals kind of pull things in.
So I drew the Key card. And then I drew the Ship card. So, you know, it sounds to me like maybe you ought to, you know, the ship is about movement and travel, but maybe you ought to make a move here to try to see this person and get together. The key is somebody making a move or some meeting. Maybe there's just this, you know, traveling to meet each other that's coming out here.
Yeah, I get the feeling like, and I don't know if you know this or not already, that they're not really very close to you, that it might involve some sort of travel, but maybe that what this is saying is that you won't really understand them better until you meet them physically, that's the key to things is because, you know, we often talk about relationships as ships, you know, so, you know, we're going to ship you with that person.
Gosh, I feel like I'm holding your fate in my hands here, but, you know, I would say that...
That's my hands.
The cards are very positive for the most part.
Yeah, they seem that way. It doesn't look like there's some horrible hidden agenda. This isn't a stalker.
Yeah, I don't see alarm bells, but, you know, if you feel there are some, because you are the one that is establishing communications, you know, take it slow. Make sure you are ready. You know, you are confident at that point you want to establish the meeting. But I think he's right that you may not know for sure until you actually meet this person.
Vibes. You'll vibe one way or the other. And we have a request from Sonali to mention the list again.
Absolutely. I'm about to do that, Sonali. So we're done with Merwin. We'll go through the list.
Thanks, Merwin. Hope that helps.
Hope it helps, Merwin. I might make you more confused, but good luck with that. Okay. Libra Cusp, Irish Capricorn, KC, Divine You, MG, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, and Austin. Okay, Libra Cusp is ready. What are the angels trying to tell? Do you want me to... Well, you know what? I want to use the...
One of yours would be okay, I guess. Hello, baby.
Yes, Kitty has come back. I did not poop them out with catnip today, so you're back. We're trying this new way of displaying the cards, and, you know, it doesn't always work for the cats being present in view, so I'm glad you found a spot.
And they're all shedding so much, so all this little hair is flying around. Making
You know, I have to admit, I've been a little lax on brushing them this week because I've been so busy.
You know, we could brush them all the time, and there's always
true.
more.
It is true. It never ends.
What is it, man? What is it?
Okay.
suspicious?
Cautious.
Cautious.
I don't know, but maybe suspicious is good, you know? There's nothing wrong with that.
We won't use that one word that everybody else uses.
Here you go.
For me?
For you. And for Libra cusp. All right.
I was wondering how late it was there. Thanks, MG.
Wow. Well,
Appreciate you staying up for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to see you here. Well, Libra cusp, holy cow. So we have the Five of Swords, and it's reversed. I'm sorry. You better see that. We have the Five of Cups, and it is also reversed. Not necessarily a bad thing there. And then we have Temperance reversed. So what is Spirit trying to tell you?
Angels.
Or angels. Yeah, angels, Spirit. You know, I think they're trying to tell you, you know, that these are very tumultuous times right now, times of change, but if you find a way to maintain your balance during these turbulent times and try to, you know, stay calm and collected, there are opportunities for growth out there. There is possibilities for positive encounters, positive opportunities to come to you, but it's a matter of maintaining your balance through some rather turbulent times where...
Those are both fives, right?
Yeah. And they're both reversed fives.
Right, and I'm not jumping in, actually. You could have
No,
finished
that's
if you
good.
wanted. But fives always seem to be a lot of wild energy, and sometimes with almost all of the fives, they're almost the same, or they just sort of tweak back and forth a little bit. They're plus-minus-y. So these represent energies that can be stressful, but also bring opportunities, as Banshee says, because they also promote, to some degree, the concepts of trying to find your team or trying to work with a team. The Temperance is the one that confuses me or concerns me, because it does suggest that you may be overall working on the balance between those opposing things as well as other things in your life, and that maybe some of this energy and stress and inability to figure out who you're working with is driving some of your discontent in how you want to moderate things. You know, do you want to make decisions that favor certain things when you're not really sure if that's your team person or if it's causing more stress? That kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Thank you.
I know I felt I needed to draw this too. I think that...
Thank you, Merwin.
I think Spirit or your angels right now, Libra, are telling you that, you know, this is a time you're carrying some oppressive weight on you, whether it is mental, physical, or spiritual. And again, maybe they realize that, you know, balance is the key, trying to calm and be collected and work through, you know, maybe meditation, whatever the case may be. Just taking more me time, you know, for yourself is very important right now to get through this time. So let's do some Lenormand and see what we've got here.
MG, you did miss your turn, but there are still several people in front of you.
Yeah.
Probably about 3, I think.
Yeah, after Libra, there's going to be 3 in front of you, MG. We're almost done with Libra. Hopefully we won't put you to sleep here.
Is that Sanjib? If it is, hello.
Himani or Sanjib, one of you, I think.
I hope you can wait.
Okay, so Sanjib, welcome.
Welcome. Good to see you again.
Yeah. I'll add you to the list. I won't put you at the NKC, but I'll put you in MG's place then. Thank you for doing that.
Thanks.
So you have moved up. You'll be just 2 away, MG.
All right, so we're doing that Lenormand for Libra.
Yep.
We need a traffic director sometimes.
We are doing
Sunday, will
just
you do
fine.
that?
I hope you are as well.
I'm teasing, of course. I love it.
And we have the Bear card here, Libra, which is very nice. And the Fox card. You know, I don't know if you're working or not at this time, but this is a card of real positivity as far as employment goes.
Well, both of them are in a way. I mean,
In
the
a
Bear's
way,
more
yeah.
about leadership, I guess.
This is a real power, you know, a power time for you. Or maybe because this is a message from your angels, what they are saying is, you know, you need to work on self-empowerment. You need to work on self-empowerment issues because you are very strong. And
It could also be saying it's really there and you should just tap into it because you already
that
have
could
it.
be. That could very well be the message. That's what we have for you, Libra. I hope that helps.
Look at the sun, man. He is
And we are
loving
going to
this.
move on to Irish. You are next. I'm going to put Sanjib on the list. Okay, so we have Irish Capricorn and then MG, Divine You, KC, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, and Sanjib. Well, we are doing okay in the midst of craziness here in our state. The numbers are going up again. It seems like now our weekend total cases has gone up to like 700, which is not a happy thing. That's weekend when the numbers used to be low. So I'm wondering if next week we're going to see them now going into the 800s, closer to 1,000. It's really disappointing because we were doing so well in Michigan.
Okay, and we're going to do the general what is coming up. And I'm going to use my Tarot of the Northern Shadows.
Okay,
For
I'll
that.
move these.
Thanks for the question. Isn't he though, MG? He's very kind.
KC is also offering some great deals on readings on his site. I highly recommend KC.
Yes.
You had a reading recently.
It was a really good reading. I'm still going back to it, digesting it, because there's just a lot there to take in. It's great stuff. Appreciate it. What are you doing to our camera?
He moved the camera.
Stop it. You little...
Don't say it. All right.
The fur is flying. I got cat hair all over my face, so I'm not picking my nose or anything. I'm just trying to get the hair off of me.
Sure, Mr. O. Okay. Okay, we're on Irish. That's right,
Yes.
Irish.
What's coming from?
What's coming? So you have the Queen of Discs here, Irish. You also have the Four of Discs. Seems like something to do with finances and money, maybe. And you have the Devil reversed. I like the looks of all of this. This is very positive. You know, it looks like some financial good news or help might be coming your way, or it's just you getting a better handle on, you know, your material matters, whatever they may be. The Four of Discs seems to look like somebody who has some money or resources, and they are holding on to it. You know, it seems as though money is not slipping through, won't be slipping through your fingers anytime soon.
It's a protective card. It's kind of like, you know, being able to hold on to your resources.
Mm-hmm. And with the Devil reversed, this is indicating to me that you are really being able to break free from some things that may have been holding you back in some way. You know, whether they were bad habits or just situations, you know, like a job can really drag you down or something like that. You've moved on to something else. You're breaking out of that rut that you maybe have been feeling and moving, feeling really liberated.
I was just going to say the key word is liberation here, because it really has that feeling of getting beyond some things that you really feel were holding you back. I'm going to go ahead with the Queen of Discs too and just say that this really shows fabulous potential to be creative or to make things physically happen. So it could mean job stuff happening. It could also mean having the ability to invest in something that has a financial return at some point, that kind of thing.
Oh gosh, really looking good.
So we're going to do a Lenormand?
We are.
All righty.
Are you going to pet the cat? You are.
I have no choice.
So how are you enjoying retirement, Mr. O?
I don't feel like I'm that retired. I mean, I'm
much to do right now.
Well, I have to get up every morning at 5:30 and feed the cats and make coffee.
For the worker in the family.
Thank you for the work you do.
Keeps food on the table, Mr. O. Well, this is really interesting too, I have to say. So, we have the Tower here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And we have the Clover. So,
This is really good, Irish. I think so.
I think so too.
You know what it sounds like?
What does it sound like?
It almost sounds like maybe something's going to happen with an institution. Maybe it's a job, or maybe it's some other agency or thing you have business with, and it's going to seem really lucky to you. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think that something, maybe unexpected, some unexpected opportunity just comes out of the blue. That could be a new job. The other thing is, the Tower also symbolizes isolation, and I don't know the situation where you're at, if people are quarantining still or things are getting bad, but it could also be an indication in that case to use that time period to make magic happen, so to speak, to increase your opportunities for luck. It's possible, I try to use this time at home that we've been having for a lot of creative things, and that I've been trying to put in place. So think about that. I mean, there is some, fortunate things that could come out of this time that we're in right now. And I think there could be some job opportunity, most definitely.
If it's not a job opportunity, I get the feeling like it might have something else to do with either an institution, like maybe
banking, finance, like
banking
maybe
or finance. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get money in another way, like through unemployment or something like that. These are all signs that something good or unexpected is about to happen. And I also think that the Tower, maybe it leans more towards employment, because to me it sort of coincides with the idea of the Queen of Discs behind it there, who represents maybe more stability. And so I'm seeing that there.
Hey, so now I will add you to the list.
Hi, so now.
Okay, well, good luck with that. That's
good luck,
some
Irish,
positive
and thank
stuff.
you.
I like it when we can say happy things.
It's better than the other.
Hey, MG, it is your turn. MG's turn, and then Divine You.
Now, I hope you didn't fall asleep, because I know it's really late there.
MG, Divine You, KC, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, and wait a minute. Sonal. Okay, I'm sorry. We got Sonali and Sonal. We got two angels, and I'm going to go crazy.
So that's right. You told us before that you were over there in Massachusetts. Okay, go ahead with your question, or are you looking for a general reading? MG?
Oh, it says career general reading as usual. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that one up there. Okay.
I got your back, Mr. O.
No one else would want it. It's pretty sore sometimes.
All right, well, hang in there. Here we go, MG. General career.
Well, if you fall asleep during the reading, you can always go back and look
That's
at it
right.
later. But we hope you don't.
Well, you've gotten this far. I'm sure you'll make it.
Hey, son, man. How's my boy? How are you doing? Thank you, Irish.
12:41 a.m. in India. Wow.
Okay.
All right, Mr. O.
We were looking at our analytics, and after the U.S., most of our viewage comes from India. So hats off to India.
Okay. Well, I see nothing but positivity here. Thankfully, MG, you've got the star upright. You have the 10 of Pentacles or discs upright as well. Wow. And you have the Page of Wands or Rods upright. You know, the Page of Wands or Rods upright is really good, is possible good news about a job or an enterprise. You know, if you're currently employed, that could mean a raise in pay or a step up in position. Or if you're not employed, that could mean a successful interview or something like that. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I wonder if that means you might get involved in somebody's family-owned business or something like that. Possibly, I'm just possible.
Or business with your own family, if that's
right. There's
appropriate.
money definitely flowing here with that card as well. And the star just shows a lot of hope and positive energy.
Now, to me, it's kind of interesting because I don't know if the star informs the other cards or if the Page of Wands informs the other cards, because it's like it's a message saying there's inspiring news coming. It may be about, and it's not just necessarily a job. It's like maybe being a partner somehow in some situation, or having, a better job, not an entry-level job, we could say. But maybe the inspiration comes because you received the letter saying this is coming to you. Either way, it's about the same thing if you look at it. So it says there's good news. It says that maybe there's a good position, or that you have a good position, or that you like your job, or that there's rewards coming with your job.
I think that's highly possible, MG.
So this could be further off, but I don't know. Usually our readings seem to indicate a more current time frame. Like, to me, I don't see that this could be longer than maybe a season or two.
Well, it could be just a little bit longer than that, like maybe within 6 months. Well, it is 6 months because the Pentacles are the slower moving cards, and you've got 2 of them. So it might take a little time for this to develop, but it's looking pretty positive.
It is. And now we've done the Lenormand.
And so I have the Lily card. And I have the Garden card. I can't help but wonder if you're going to maybe find out something at an event or gathering that might put you on this path or track. Often the Garden card is about social activities or events, maybe more so than, let's say, internet activities. I consider it more like a party or a wedding or some major event of some sort.
Well, see, I felt that this card, the 10 of Discs, pertained more to something that would be less of an entry-level position, possibly more of a partnership or something. And I think that the Lily tells me that too, because the Lily's about things growing, maturing. And the Garden is more like the social context of, networking or something.
Okay.
So I just think that maybe through fruitful networking, like maybe in that time period of going into next year or so, this thing may happen, this opportunity, this letter or inspiring moment that comes to you, that somebody actually says, you're the one we want, or something like that.
This looks really positive.
It looks very positive, it does.
Nice reading.
I don't think you missed your turn, Sonali. We're a little slow here today.
Oh, no, we've been moving. I disagree, but it does take time. So we are moving along. You are still down the list a little bit, Sonali. I'll go through it right now. But I hope that was worth staying up for, MG. I think it was. Good luck with all of that. And thanks for spending your late night hours with us. So, KC, you are up, and then Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, and Sonal.
Hi, girl.
Oh, hey, January girl. You can still get on the list, Esoterics. Absolutely.
Thank you, MG.
And nice to see you, January girl. Thanks for dropping in.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Don't forget to like our page. We really appreciate that, your support. All right, so what do we got? We are waiting
Divine?
for Divine You. Yeah,
There it
okay,
is.
we've got it.
It's you, Divine.
Oh, yeah, no, you are up, Divine You. It is you. You are up right now. And then KC, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna Austin, Sanjib, Sanal, and Esoterics.
And you're welcome, MG.
So what is your question exactly, Divine You? I'm not sure I get it. Ah, your boss is a terror. So you just want some general information about what's going to happen, whether you are, so your reporting is changing. So do you want to know how it's going to go?
Will I be happy in the new org?
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like, let's do a yes/no with benefits, maybe.
Sure.
Use my healing light on this one, Tarot.
All right.
He is courting disaster there with the...
I know.
You don't have a place... Well, you're going to shuffle in your hands, right?
Yeah.
This deck will probably be okay for that. I'm not sure.
The Sun Man is so intertwined in my area here.
And he's hovering right between the camera legs.
So if he has a bad little startle, he'll knock
So
him
don't
down.
be surprised if things fall.
Excuse me. And there's too much cat hair.
So I've been going through some stuff, and all I'm going to say in the end is I'm going to have some great soul stories to tell when all of this is over. Been some crazy synchronicities going on. Okay, interesting. All right, well, let's see. So the question was basically, will you be happy? It's leaning towards no, but we will have some caveats here. I don't want you to jump to conclusions. We have the Fool upright. And we have the Seven of Wands, and it's reversed. So what I'm feeling here is that you took a risk. You took a chance by going to your CEO and having this change being made. And, you know, it's positive that you did that. I think the Fool is saying it is positive that you did that. But I think it's going to take some time, you know, before things really shake out. Like, I don't know if this other person that you used to report to can cause some problems for you or is still going to try to make life difficult in some way. But I have a feeling that maybe this is temporary. This is just a matter of time before this might sort out. You may feel still that things are, you know, that things aren't still quite right or that you're in an advantageous spot.
I'm slightly different from her because I
Okay.
do feel that the backstabbing thing that you mentioned is a realistic possibility. And I believe that if there's too much of that, it probably will drive you to try to get away from the company altogether. That you may try to take a fresh step somewhere else. You know, you're going to have to really work at that because I understand your situation. There's not a lot you can necessarily move to at this time. But you're going to be really driven, in my opinion. I mean, unless any of that changes, You will see yourself really discontent and wanting to move on from there. So
You know, it's really funny because before he said that, actually, when I put the Fool card down, I was thinking to myself, you know, oh no, he's going to leave. He's going to move to another job. But then when I saw this card, I kind of tempered it a bit. But maybe I should have went with my first reaction because it seems very much in sync with yours. So
yeah.
I do feel that you do not feel like things are right yet, or you won't, you know, because maybe, you know, sometimes when we do these things and you get what you desire, you know, some people still have a way of holding that grudge or holding that against you in the workplace. So that might be what's going on here. Let me take a look
I
at...
can absolutely tell that tale for myself.
I have a few stories to tell in my work
spoke
life.
out about my work situation, and then there were no promotions that were ever open for me, and there were at least 3 or 4 that I really should have been able to get. But I'm retired now, so it's all gone.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I
everybody's
believe
bipolar in my association, too.
We got the garden again in this deck. This is a different deck, but let's see here. So we have the mountains. And if you recall from the past, the mountain card is about obstacles and hills to climb. And then we have the garden, again, the park. In this case, you know, it's the same. It seems as though, you know, there's still hills to climb. There's still obstacles. And I feel this is like the garden in this case may be talking about the organization as a whole. And so I feel like you're still going to be encountering some obstacles to your progress.
Right. What it seems to me is like there is this possibility that you could hunker down and try to work with the prevailing and get over the mountain to the sun side, but it's just going to be a process. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a hard process. It's just going to be a time-involved process that you might have to really wait a while, or run through a number of hoops to get there.
Yeah. I wish I had better news, but that's kind of what we're seeing, Divine You. And it seems like you kind of expect this a little bit.
Dear little sun man. Dear little sun
That's
man.
what we have for you. Good luck with that. And hey, KC, it is your turn.
Yeah, I have been micromanaged. And then when I left the position, because like yourself, I felt like I couldn't stand it anymore. And then that person that was micromanaging kept coming around to my new job and trying to ask me to consider coming back. It was like incredibly embarrassing because I wanted to say, you're the reason I left. But back then I was a little bit more mannerly and I didn't.
Well, I'm glad he's retired and telling these stories. But you know, someday I may have my own stories to tell. It's not always a cakewalk on jobs that we're at.
I guess I upset him a little bit.
Go on, son. I pushed you out of the way. Stay there. Stay there.
He wants to come back. Let him come back.
All right, go see Alan.
Come on.
Go see Alan. Go over there. Move the camera.
What did you call me? My name's not...
Oh! Yes, it is. You're retired now.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, our microphone's drooping again. Doggone it. All right.
Is Casey around?
Well, he has to be. It is his turn.
Oh, right,
Drinking
exactly.
chamomile tea. That
So
sounds great,
that was the
KC.
first giveaway, the droopy mic.
Okay, you're a bit at a crossroads. You may know. What do you see in the future regarding career? Use the new Lenormand deck. I absolutely will.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that for you.
Should I do...
I'll use... Oh, you want to use one of yours? Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the Nefertari
He's not in a good place, but we'll leave him here for now.
and the Sun Man. Watch him.
I know. Well, what do you want me to do? Stop that.
He's already bumped it a couple times.
Stop that. I guess I got to slide it over a little bit. We'll have to work with it.
We'll work with it.
There. There. Okay. Well, crossroads are me as well, Casey. Don't take that personal, Casey. That's funny. All right, I'm going to get out the new Lenormand deck to have that one ready. And did I go over the list again? I'll go over the list just while you're shuffling. It's KC, Josephine, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, Sanal, and Esoterics.
There you go.
Office politics destroys so many things, really. But, you know, I also feel we are suffering from a management crisis these days. People want the job and they want the money that comes with it, but they end up turfing all the responsibility to the people below them now. It's like we have to shoulder their burdens. And yeah, maybe I'm talking personally, but I'm not just talking from my individual experience. It's from what I've seen. And they really want other people to make these decisions, and then it's those people that live or die by those decisions and not them. And then they move on to something else. And I just feel like management is really a problem lately. Oh, hi, Madhya. We will have to put you on our list, so you'll have to hold that question till later. We might get to you. We've got kind of a big list, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we have 1 more hour to get through our list.
I think we'll do it. I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, we're probably okay. Okay, I cut them.
I think I'll cut the listed Madhya just to be sure. All right. Okay, so Crossroads.
Do you want me to run
I just wanted to look at this again. Crossroads, what do you see? Career.
Okay, Casey, you have 3 cards. You have the Ten of Swords upright.
Ah!
And then you have the 6 of Coins reversed. And then finally you have the 6 of Cups also reversed.
I'll let you go first. I have ideas, but I'm going to let you go.
The Ten of Spades seems to indicate that there may be some really sudden, drastic change in regards to your question. It's not like the worst, because there is sort of the sense that maybe at the end of it, you know, ultimately you're going to find some kernel of a wisdom or a good thing there. But the 2 6s, both reversed, are a little concerning.
No, Jenna, we haven't gotten to you yet. Go ahead.
To me, they both have possibly semi-obsessive qualities, either obsessing about a past that is not availing you or that has implications for your behavior, like maybe there's some habits there or situations there that you just sort of need to sort out still from your past. The other one was the 6 of Coins. And I guess with that one, it's really the concern about how much it's going to cost you financially, mostly, to really get yourself to where you need to be.
Well, I think this Ten of Swords situation, you know, it looks like it hasn't played out yet. Unless you yourself already know what this is, which in that case, if you do, then the worst might be over. But I'm sensing it hasn't played out yet because you have these 2 reversed 6s. And the 6 of Pentacles to me is indicating that, you know, you might have to outlay some cash in some way to move forward, whether this has to do with education, you know, financial costs to retool yourself, so to speak, for the workforce, maybe to get into some other line or to enhance your skills so you can get a better position. And, you know, it seems to me that something from your past that didn't work out is really playing into this a little bit here. What are you pointing at?
I was just pointing at that for your emphasis.
Okay.
So Casey doesn't believe that Ten of Swords has happened yet.
Okay. So it is possible that's what's, I'm leaning that way. I am. That something could happen. And, you know, it's possible that that may affect you financially and kind of, you know, if you don't have to put out cash, you may lose cash on this. And, you know, you might be put in a rather difficult position for a while. And, you know, it's going to make you kind of get stuck in a mode of thinking about past situations and things that aren't helpful to you. In other words, I think to move forward, you're going to have to break out in a completely new direction, possibly. You're not going to be able to rely on some of your past skills and things from your past. You're going to have to go maybe possibly in a new direction.
Well, and I think that that's what the 10 tells me too, in a way, because maybe I mix my tenses up there, but I sort of feel like that 10 is saying that you kind of are aware that this change that may be drastic or in cutting is coming to you. You do have an awareness that it's coming towards you. You just don't know exactly when or how.
After KC, there's 4 people in front of you, Jenna. All right.
Okay, well, you know, sometimes those 10s really do have some family connections or institutional connections, so...
Well, the other thing is that if that is the case, KC, then you have the 10 here and you have the 6 of Cups. And to me, that could relate to family matters, emotional matters tied to some past wrongs or something tied to something in your past, your family, perhaps. A lot of times that has to do with childhood memories, etc. Maybe childhood relationships, family relationships that are kind of negative. What do you say?
I agree.
Maybe. Well, the consequences, if it's the 10 of Swords, doesn't look really super duper. It does sound like somebody kind of backstabbing. So does this involve a man possibly, Casey? I have the Gentleman card here.
Excuse me.
And I have the Scythe, which could mean cutting ties with somebody or some difficulties, some cutting words, some sharp words from somebody, a man, maybe.
Well, the cutting side is away, though?
It is away. It is away. So, I mean, what I think that means in this case is, you're going to be able to just work your way through it. But it's still going to hurt. I still feel that, and because I'm looking at some of the other cards here,
The 10 of Swords is cutting.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like eventually you will be able to just say, okay, and maybe the situation is you're going to recognize, and this is where this comes in, that you have to maybe cut some ties with somebody here. Or maybe this problem is occurring, if this makes sense to you, because of some ties that you had cut with somebody. I don't know, it's very intriguing, KC. I hope this helps. So that's what we see today. So I don't know if that really answered a lot of your career questions. And that's the thing about the tarot sometimes. Sometimes things come in that you just need to know. And I really believe that sometimes. People come here looking for love, and all of a sudden we're telling them all about their financial well-being or something else, because that's what the cards want to say.
Thank you, Casey. You're welcome.
How do you like that deck, Casey? It's pretty nice. I really like it. It's called the Mirror of Truth, Lenormand. Okay, Josephine, you are up, and then Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, Sonals, Esoteric, and Madhya.
Okay. That actually makes sense in a way, too, then.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now I can say wow. Very interesting. Well, good luck with that. Okay, Josephine, you can give us your question now when we're ready to go. A love reading? Absolutely. You want to get your mermaids?
The mermaids.
you just stay right here. Where are you going to go? Maybe you want to go eat some food. Maybe you want to give me room to shuffle. Apparently not. You are the Sunny Fan Club. Yeah, I guess we should start a fan club.
Yeah, maybe we'll put his face on a t-shirt or something. I don't know.
You never know. I got the, I don't know, and maybe, you know, as we become a business, we'll have some tarot for today's swag. Oh. Maybe we'll get coffee mugs or, I don't know, bags, you know, little schlep bags. Who knows?
3 cards. You have the 9 of Swords, which is reversed. You have the Hermit upright. And then you have Death, which is upright.
Upright as well. Well, Josephine, this is not a really bad card, but for love, it might be a little bit mixed. I sense that you are getting over some sorrows and difficulties and pains. It looks like maybe you're able to move on and put the past behind you. But it's also saying that, you know, maybe right now is still a time of reflection. But I will say one thing, that if you have not been involved in a relationship recently, or I mean you're looking for a new relationship, you know, the Death card is here and change and transformation is afoot. So, you know, there may be something in the offing, or maybe this is just saying that, you know, you're going to be working on yourself now and getting yourself prepared to move on.
The latter is what I'm getting there, that basically as you're working through your process, if it's grieving or separation or just dealing with difficulties, you are deciding to go inward for your wisdom, and in that inward stance, you are seeing where the opportunities for change come, whether these relate to the emotional love spectrum. Since your question was about that, it may be, because we're seeing that 9 of Swords, and we're thinking that's really about past situations that you're resolving or getting over or healing from. So yes, it looks like you are also really looking inside yourself to really try to be more sure about what you're looking for in love or in a relationship, and that maybe you want to change from where things were before, change how you value or how you look at prospective relationships.
Well, you know, change is good. You know, I always say this, regardless, change can be disruptive. So, you know, just be prepared to move on. And I think it's good that you heal and you are prepared to move on, you know, and you heal those old wounds so you don't carry that baggage into a new relationship. And I think you're pretty much there. You really are there. And I think it's a matter of time that the universe will respond to that.
Sunny does his cosmic stretches that change the set.
I like what Casey said there. You know, we have 2 family members there, our granddaughter and our daughter-in-law, who are great artists in their own right, and they could design a deck for us. But, you know, our granddaughter is a young teenager now, and trying to get them to do things is, well, hard to do.
We don't even think all the video games in the world would bribe her. All right, Jenna.
Well, I could do something with my haiku. I was thinking of, or even my Journey of the Fool poetry series. Frankly, I think it would make a nice book for children, actually, thinking about that. And look, we have the child here. Speaking of children, the child popped up, Josephine, and the rider. So what I'm thinking here is that there's movement. There is definitely going to be some movement in the love department, but it's small steps. You might meet somebody of interest. Maybe it will or will not work out, but it will do things to encourage and motivate you. So I think that some steps might happen in the near future. The rider seems to be something that would happen more current, more quickly.
The writer's news?
Yeah, it's like news and movement. The writer's like carrying information or news.
So to me, the first cards talked more about your internal feelings about what the situation was. These cards seem to me to say what Banshee's saying, which is that basically, after all of that basically something is coming to you. It's just maybe a little bit slower. You're not going to totally expect it to happen real fast, but it's more like baby steps and or based on news you receive.
Gotcha, esoteric. Okay, we'll let you know. Yeah, Casey, I can't draw like stick figures. My creativity is only in writing. I am a great art appreciator, but I cannot draw. My life depended on it. I can color in the lines. That's about it.
Those are really nice comments. Thank you. It's not easy to do that. Years ago, when we had our first computer, it was an Apple. I was trying to draw my own version of tarot cards using their little tools, and they always looked really scratchy looking.
So Josephine, I hope that helped, and good luck.
I'm sorry I had to relate that.
No, that's okay. That was funny. I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget about Josephine. Thanks for joining us again, Josephine. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Thank you, Josephine.
Angel Mary, you are up, and after Angel Mary's Angel Rivera, Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, Sonal, Esoterics, Madhya.
This is a long day for Mr. O. I have a Zoom meeting later on after the show, a couple hours later.
And you like using Zoom, don't you?
I guess I do. Did I use it? Oh wait, no. Oh, you're right. I don't like Zoom.
We had a few little glitches here, but hopefully.
Spell it backward. Moose.
Moose. Hopefully, he'll be much better today with it.
Do I need to type a name in? Who are we waiting for?
We're waiting for Angel Mary. Angel Mary. Do you want to type it in?
Yes.
Okay. It's hard devising a whole tarot deck. We had some great ideas for tarot decks. I don't know if I want to give them away because somebody would steal them. I mean, they're great ideas, and someday, if I can get my artist friends to work on it, we could do it.
Yeah, because actually, besides the two family members we mentioned, we know another person or two who possibly could do this kind of work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, who knows? There you are.
I see what you're saying, Angel. Yeah. I would personally rather get more used to Google Meetings, and we use both. Like some of my meetings at work are through Google, and a number of them are through Zoom. So I'm a little bit more familiar with Zoom than he is. But I just told him, as we develop our business, we're going to need to know how to use some of these more, because maybe we can use some of these to do tarot online parties for people. So, Zoom might be one of the mediums for that, or who knows.
Okay, I'm working with Angel's question about becoming a trainer in personal development.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Our granddaughter's style tends to be a little more anime.
Yeah, pretty much it is for us. But we do have Google, and so for example, some of my department meetings, with just a small amount of us, we do them on Google. But anything else, like our full staff meetings or campus-wide meetings, are Zoom.
Yeah, we're working on your question out, Angel, so don't worry.
We got you, Angel Mary. Okay.
I'm just doing the 3 cards rather than a yes or no.
Well, you did, so we'll do them. We didn't talk about it.
Right,
So
because you're
let's see.
busy yabbering away there.
I was.
Okay, so we have the 9 of coins reversed.
Okay.
Then we have a 9 of rods. Boy, it's funny how we always get the similar cards. And that one's upright.
Yeah.
And then we have a 9 of cups.
Wow. Three
3
nines.
nines.
My lucky number.
999. This is
Yeah.
a lucky number.
And you, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you were 8. I thought you were 9.
Originally, I thought they were 2.
4.
Because we switched around
6, 7.
MG, maybe?
You are 9. You are 9.
Oh my God.
That's so weird. But
So
you
you
know,
got 3
this is what I
nines.
talk about, synchronicities, Angel Mary. So basically, there's, well, you know, maybe we will follow this up with a yes, no. It seems like the 9 of Cups being here is, this is your wish, this is your desire, and it seems like you'll get what you desire. But, you know, it's not going to be totally easy because we do have the 9 of Discs reversed and the 9 of Rods here. Now, the 9 of Rods just says, you know, this is something you've got to make sure you're prepared for. You know, are you ready? Make sure you're ready and you're sure this is the path you want to walk. That's basically this. It's not really a bad card per se, but it is saying, you know, this is somebody who might be a little battle-worn or battle-weary, and they
know what they're up against.
They know what they're up against. You might know what you're up against and what you need to do to accomplish your goals and your wish. But the 9 of Discs reversed is indicating to me that maybe materially you might be not totally satisfied with, you know, the monetary or financial rewards. So in other words, I think it's more about the internal rewards. Although this is kind of the opposites here.
These are kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
That's what I started to realize there. So therefore, that tells me that the 9 of rods is the defaulter in the middle position.
Yeah.
The idea that you realize it could go horribly bad or somewhat bad, or it could go pretty well. And you're kind of sitting on the fence maybe a little bit. You're not really... This does seem like a person in repose who isn't necessarily in an active mode.
Okay.
So the idea here is that you're really looking at these possibilities as 2 different roads or 2 different choices or that kind of thing there.
Do we want to do a yes, no on this?
I think we do.
I think we do.
So-
Let's just see what we get.
So
and
I'm
remember,
actually wondering
Angel
if-
Mary, whatever it says, you know, feel free to do the opposite. So I think what we're going to ask is if this will be successful, make you successful and rich. Let's see what it says about that. Because either way, you know, this will give you some insight of what you are up against. But hey, I have never tried to dissuade somebody from the path they are on. I think, you know, anything that you feel is worthwhile is worth the struggle. And if it doesn't work out, you always have the option to start all over again. That's life. Yeah, you do, Jenna. Keep trying, though. We're getting there. All right. I'm cutting. You want me to count?
Sure.
Well, you should probably count. You have
Yeah.
more room. Go for it. How many you have there? Wow.
13.
I lost count. All right. You got it. So what is that last card?
The 5 of Cups.
Okay. Well, it's leaning towards yes. You know, this could be successful for you. But I sense
some possible regrets, some
regrets that maybe you didn't take a different path.
Right, which was sort of what the first part of the spread was saying was like two different things. Although it was really, you were asking the question about that, it was just, to me, those 2 9s were pointing up two different values there that could happen. And so maybe this is saying it's successful, but one of those things still happened, that there was still a sense of you're not really enjoying that material benefit, that it didn't do as much for you as you thought it was going to do.
And of course we have the cups turned over or empty, and then we have 3 cups remaining, and you know, it's looking down sadly. And so basically it's looking at maybe missed opportunities you feel you've had and had to let go, but you don't realize and it's kind of taking away from what you truly have. And I think what you will have with this career is a good career, a good solid career that will bring you some enjoyment and happiness.
It just may be that in the overall situation, there's success and there's a sense of the financialness, but maybe you're just sort of feeling like it wasn't really exactly what you wanted. There was still something a little bit more.
This may, in fact, be picking up on some of your confusion, I think. So I'm going to draw the Lenormand real quick and see what we get.
Right, that's a good point there, that maybe it's really still about some level of ambivalence about this path or this choice.
Well, here's what I have to tell you. You have the crossroads, not the cross card, not the crossroads card, the cross card.
Crazy.
And then you have, this doesn't quite look like a crossroads. There's the crossroads card. So you have the cross and the crossroads. So what is this saying to me? It is time to make a decision. It is time to put an end to confusion, Angel Mary, and it is trying to choose your path. I really think that's what it's telling you.
Yeah, it looks that way to me too, that basically, although that idea was there, you just sort of need to kind of suck it up, that this is what you need to do, and that once you do that, I think you'll just, you'll resolve, and it may take a little while. Nobody really gets very used to their job in just 1 week, so, you just need to kind of go with that, and you'll feel better once it's done. It's really the ambivalence before making the decision. Once you've made the decision, I think peace would come.
That's what we have for you, Angel Mary. Good luck.
Good luck.
And hey, Angel Rivera, you are up. And then Sonali, Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, Sanal, Esoterics, and Madhya. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, I'm going to get out my other Lenormand. And maybe switch
a deck from you
to a different deck here. Yep. Okay. Well, I think we're moving right along. We should have no problem finishing this up, maybe with a slight overtime. Oh, yeah. They're moving in this weekend. Did you see them move that?
I did.
Well, we've been getting word on our reopening as well. I'm getting some idea. I had to pick a day that I will be going in 1 day a week to work. We are not letting students in the building. They will be picking up things in the vestibule. So for now, no building access, except I believe we will have some student workers though. Yeah. So, I'm not sure where things are going to go.
I don't know, Jenna. I think it's possible, but I'm probably not the right one to ask. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate hearing that.
That's a good question, Jenna. I definitely can do some videoing or some filming with it, so I don't see. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We may need some cords to do it. I don't know.
If our producer happens to be listening, Monster Hunter, he might know.
It's because we use this particular broadcasting software on here, so
if you could load that software or a corollary.
I don't know how easy any of that would be, but if we were doing, say, our own personal videos where maybe that doesn't matter, say like my soul stories, we could probably do that. Card access, okay.
Week ahead. He did it again, didn't he?
Well, interesting stuff, Angel.
So there's the Ten of Pentacles.
Reversed.
And then the Five of Wands, which is upright. Looks like a bunch of students milling around. And then the Three of Cups reversed.
Oh boy, I don't know. I see that Three of Cups and reversed, and what do I think? Students not behaving the way they should. So I wouldn't be surprised if, right away there isn't problem with some COVID cases on campus there. But I will say it looks to me, the Five of Rods, I go back and forth on. And for some reason in this case, I'm sensing that maybe, your campus and your people are going to be really trying to work hard together to figure this thing out, what needs to be done. And a lot of people are going to have different ideas on how to do that. And I sense there will be some clashing, but hopefully there will be some coming together on best practices. And I'm thinking in terms of maybe when some of these situations develop. It's not going to be a perfect world with the Ten of Pentacles reversed here.
The Ten of Pentacles to me seems to indicate some sort of institutional problems here. There's either delays in how they're implementing things, or they're just not very meshed together in some way. And maybe I'm getting that a little bit from the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands is sort of the networking aspects and maybe the cooperation aspects. So I'm thinking that institutionally things aren't really speaking well to each other. There's just some pratfalls or loopholes or areas that haven't been tied up. And so this is going to cause a little bit of consternation. Stop that, Sonny. Consternation, and maybe
Sonny's just pointing to the card.
the sense that it's not going to be an enjoyable experience. The things about it will be really unenjoyable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm mixed, but I'm mixed about a lot of things. And it's funny you said what you said. I will say I know one major campus in Michigan, and we have a few, that is telling their students, and hey, who can enforce it? But they're telling their students they expect them to quarantine for 14 days before they come to class. So we'll see. But, I'm just concerned about the whole thing right now, all around, regardless of the size of campus in Michigan. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to draw some Lenormand for you. Well, I wish you the best. Good luck. I don't think I'm going back till September at the earliest. I don't know if it'll be after Labor Day. Oh, wow. Well, that's decent, that's at least something. But of course they can show up negative one day and be positive the next, so... Oh, he just moved my screen. He's so close to my tablet. Let's see what we've got. Wow. I have thoughts on this one. We've got the Moon. And we've got the House card. And I don't know why, but as soon as I saw that, Angel, I thought to myself, the most successful approach would be to teach from home, would be to do the home learning, online learning. I don't know. That's just the way I'm looking at that.
I'll just go along with that too. It does seem to be that way, that's, those who are at home will be the most successful.
Well, or it's the safest approach. I think too that maybe what it, if it, as far as the school goes, I think it might be saying that, well, I don't see it other than that. I really don't. I can't see what it would say other than that. Taking long before, yeah. I just think that, unfortunately, because of not taking the proper lockdowns the country as a whole needed to do earlier, that this is going to be a very, very bad fall for this, experiment that they're trying to do. And I'm not just talking about with colleges. I'm talking about our young students as well. I'm really concerned about this. And we already see some things going afoul, so I'm worried. But anyway, you take care, and I hope things work out over there. I really do. I really like the fact that they are demanding those negative tests. I think that's a really awesome approach. So good luck, Angel.
All right.
Hey, Sonali, you are up, and then Jenna, Austin, Sanjib, Sonal, Esoterics, and Maria.
Here you go.
Hey, you're welcome. Okay, we are waiting for Sonali.
Hi, Asal.
Hey, so I'm not sure we can get to you. I'll throw you on the list, but we're getting in the last half hour, and we have quite a few names left to go. And Sonali, we just got Sonali's question. Divine message. Sure. Okay.
Thanks for the question.
And thanks for sticking with us as Sunny bumps the camera once more. Maybe if we gave them their own show, they would behave for ours.
Do I have to be the producer?
Maybe. Oh, look at him stretch. They're adorable, each and every one. We're so blessed with these cats. It was just the right moment, the right time. I just had a feeling if we went to this one Meet Your Best Friend event, big event at the Detroit Zoo, we were going to find just what we were looking for. And we did.
Thank you. The funny thing about this one, Sonal, is that he occasionally will look at one of the monitors and he'll watch us on the monitor, and he just watches us, or he'll watch himself on the monitor too.
Beautiful cards for you. We have the High Priestess upright.
That seems like a pretty divine message.
That seems like Spirit is trying to tap into, tell you something. And what's that, Mr. O?
That's the Queen of Chalices,
or Queen of Cups. Which also indicates you are probably very receptive right now to receiving messages from the divine.
And then finally, maybe along the lines of what that message could contain is justice. And so this is saying that most of your outcomes in legal matters or any decisions you have to make are very tempered by your sense of fairness and by a sense maybe of divine justice.
I think, the message to you is that you are a divine, a channel for divine spirit and energy. The High Priestess here is a very powerful card. And the Queen of Chalices indicates somebody with a lot of emotional and intuitive, maybe empathic abilities as well. And Justice is saying, there's there's a real balance and sense of fairness about you, and objectivity, that you are able to maybe look at things from a very, very objective, clear perspective. You can throw aside the public opinions or the positive, negative opinions and look at the facts and dig deep to really understand what's going on.
Right. Just to clarify, this message is Sonali's reading, not Sonal. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Right.
say that? Sonali.
We know we meant it for
Yes.
you. We're a
Sorry.
little confused about the name, so sorry about that. Right, Sonny? We did okay, didn't we? Right?
Apologies. So let me get the Lenormand on this. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I wanted to use that because you wanted the divine message, and I just think those golden cards are so pretty.
And I also think, too, that, on the other hand, if you're looking for a direct message, I don't know if you touched on this, I might have missed it. The message might be that if you are expecting a message about a legal matter or about some fairness or justice, that it's coming and it is favorable. Okay,
So we have the birds.
And we have the mountains. So what does this mean? This could be that you are going to receive a message about maybe how to overcome some obstacles in your life, Maybe this has to do with social justice or justice issues or some fairness, being treated fairly in some way, whether it's at the workplace or just in life in general, maybe in your relationships with others. I feel that, there's going to be a message received that will help you overcome some of the obstacles and difficulties that you're facing. The birds are all about messages and signs and symbols.
Right, and to me, so it therefore relates both to the high priestess, who is sort of the guardian of knowledge, especially sacred or secret knowledge, as well as justice, which is about this balance issue we're talking about. And I think that Banshee's right, that the mountains tells me the message coming to you will be, you are working it out, you are doing, the right thing to have that balance and have that justice.
I see what you're saying there, and all of these cards really speak of your sensitive nature, so I kind of get that. And sometimes, people with a lot of sensitivity, I'm very empathic, and so I can pick up a lot of stuff off of people in my environment. And so we have to protect ourselves. We have to shield a little bit. And that's not being selfish. That's protecting, your very fragile nature. So sometimes you have to meditate. Sometimes you have to really, gird yourself and try to get this stuff to roll off of you. One of the things that I like to do is when I take a shower every day, or even if you bathe, however you do it, imagine all of that stuff just coming off of you with the water. Imagine it going down the drain. Imagine it disappearing, and removing that from yourself. We need to cleanse ourselves sometimes.
I hope you're not worried about exam, because to me this justice card seems to indicate you are going to do well with the exam too. So I hope that's true. And that's what we have
and
for
we
you.
wish you the best,
We wish you good luck,
Sonali.
Sonali.
Sorry about the name mistake there. And we are on Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Jenna. You are up. And after Jenna is Austin, Sanjib, Sonal, Esoterics, Madia, and Asel. Type your question, Jenna. General reading, absolutely. Me, I will do the Ciro Marchetti. It's been a while. Let me grab that one. They're slippery. So I will pull them out carefully. Namaste, Sonali. Thanks again for being here.
Don't forget, everybody, we're also back next Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. So check that out.
We may have some announcements by then of some of our upcoming giveaways. I still haven't done anything on Facebook and Twitter either. Here you go.
All right.
sometimes a general reading will do, and it will pick up things that, you just need to know.
I tend to think that if you get a lot of readings regularly, once or twice a week, that a general's not bad, because things change so often, really, if you think about it.
Well, Jenna, is it a positive or negative reading? It's kind of on the negative side. I will say that. It's not earth-shaking, but you do have the Three of Cups reversed. We've seen this card come up before. I guess camera's not going to happen because of the Sun Man. We also have the Sun reversed. And we also have Strength reversed. So, are you moving it over there? Okay. So I am thinking that this is a general question, general reading. So right now, it's not seeing you at a very strong period, maybe emotionally or maybe physically. There's just financially and materially, I see no problems. But I sense that there's a little bit of pessimism or doubt maybe about the future or where things are headed. I don't know if you're worried about your own physical stamina. Maybe you've just been not that motivated lately. The sun seems to indicate that a little bit. And also be careful of some of your personal habits. Are you overdoing something? Are you overeating? Are you indulging in something? Be aware of your personal habits and make sure that you're keeping your strength up.
Well, personally, I think that this also is just maybe talking to something a little bit more innocent, and that's the sense of you're a little run down right now. Maybe some of that's the anxiety. Maybe that's the fact that you're on pins and needles waiting for things to happen, and or you're just moving along through life, and I think you're run down. Like some things have just made you a little more tired. Maybe you're a little bit more edgy in some ways. Nothing big, nothing you're not getting over. Blah. I know blah. I get a lot of blah.
Blah or meh? I know meh.
So mostly it's good. I think that the sun just may indicate that maybe some particular thing is just taking a little bit longer than you expected to find out about or to move forward.
Well, and this is funny, aren't we all? So here we are at home, and here you are at home. I think your home is going to be really important right now, and for whatever reasons, whether we're quarantining or staying more at home because of the virus. So, just hunker down. Feel secure and safe in your environment and regain your confidence or strength and, get back into the swing of things again. Maybe you just need some quiet time at home to get back feeling yourself again.
Yeah, to me, it may be just saying that what this is saying to me is that your greatest strength right now, you, the lady there, is maybe to just focus on what's going on in the home. So maybe there are things you can do around the home right now that will relieve stress or anxiety or distract you from that. So maybe there's some cleaning you could get around to or just helping out in certain ways. So I think that's what that's telling you is just for now, focus on your home.
That's what we've got for you, Jenna. I hope that helps. And hey, Austin, you are up. Good luck, Jenna.
Good luck, Jenna.
You can get through this. This is not so bad, really, at all. So, Austin, you are up, and after Austin is Sanjib, Sanal, Esoterics, Madhya, and possibly Asel. And we are stopping there. We'll go into a little bit of overtime, I'm sure.
You're welcome, Jenna.
What does your future look like? Okay, let's take a look.
Me deck? Or you deck?
Want to use this again?
Sure.
I love my Ciro Marchetti deck.
Sunman, did you say hi to everyone?
Well, he's saying he's kicking my tablet around a lot.
Thank you, Jenna. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. We like what we do too.
And we love our chats. They're just so fantastic. Uh-oh. And I'm
As
dropping
long as
cards.
people behave, which is mostly been happening.
Which is mostly true. It's amazing.
Sonny, Jenna's saying hi.
He wants to wrestle with me. Okay, no grabbing the jewelry. No. No. All right. Sorry, your whiskers were in the way, son man. What does your future look like? Well, you have the Seven of Cups reversed. You have the Knight of Swords upright. Now, will you see this? And then you have the Page of Swords reversed. Well, I think it's really interesting, especially if you look at the Seven of Cups reversed, Mr. O, and the Knight of Swords upright.
Right. What are you thinking? Because I'm thinking that it means focusing on movement, focusing on moving ahead.
Moving ahead, moving forward, but in what direction? So you need to focus. I think you're going to finally focus on something that's really important to you, whether it's a project, whether it's a goal, whether it's a relationship. I think your future is showing you highly focused.
The idea is kind of like up until now or now-ish, there's been a number of thoughts or a number of possibilities that have come to you, and you've really wanted to spend more time thinking about them or wait for something to really pull you and say yes. And that has happened or will happen recently, leading you to be very determined.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I was just reading Casey's stuff, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. But there's a sense of determination now that you seem to be or will be finding the focus there. The Knight of Swords does concern me because it may suggest...
It's the Page of Swords.
It's the Page of Swords.
Yeah.
It may suggest that you're going to be a little fresh in this thing, this venture, and that it'll be a real learning exercise for you because you may be coming in a little green in terms of what you might need to know or what you might be expected to do. I don't think it pertains ill. It just says you're going to be on a sharper learning curve, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if this indicates that maybe there's going to be some more learning in your future, but I do feel that, you are ready to make a big major decision about some move in your life, and you're going to be very focused on this in the future. It may be, like I said, a career that you're going to find a home base in, that you're going to really develop in and grow. But yeah, you got to be careful how you move forward with the page. Don't take anything for granted. And another thing is, don't think you know everything. Is like you've made a decision and you're going to run with it, but there's still things you need to know and learn and grow along the way.
Right. I think that whatever you're moving into, whether it's a work or it's more education, you're coming in a little bit greener, but you're going to really be able to pick it up. It's just don't expect leaps and bounds. It's really going to be a learning curve, like I said. Yeah. So Banshee's going to pull
So if you have been in an undecided state of some sort, it seems like that's going to change. Well, could this be about another person or a partner, relationship? There is the female card here, but it just indicates, a partner of some sort or person, and then there's news. Some news that may affect your future in some way is coming.
Now, because there's all these hearts there, does that mean anything in particular?
No, that's just that is just
The style of the deck?
the artistic, license. This is just news information. It could be somebody who delivers news and information. So, I mean, if you're thinking in terms of a career, for example, in information management of some sort, I think that could be indicated here. Something where communication is delivered, where things are delivered.
Okay, right. I get that. It seems to me like maybe this coincides a little bit with that 7 reverse there, because it's about, and plus they're both hearts in a way. But it's talking really about maybe I'm thinking that the news or the thing you find out really confirms or puts you towards that direction that we're saying is going to unfold before you.
See ya, Jenna.
So that's what we
That's
got?
what we have for you this time, Austin. I hope that helps. Maybe you can visit this again another time and maybe we'll try to get a little bit more specific on what this could be talking about. But good luck.
Yes, good luck, and thanks for the question.
Hey, Sanjib, you are up, and after Sanjib is Sunal, Esoterics, Madhya, and Asal. And we'll call it a day. So, Sanjib, are you with us? There you are. Okay. Go ahead with your question.
You're welcome, Austin.
Hey, you're welcome, Austin. Take care. We'll see you again, I hope. Adorable. You are so adorable, but you got something on your eye. I'm going to have to clean that.
A general message. Very good.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
I got a deck.
I'm going to put it away. Yep. So I want to get out another one for next time.
That's right, because I think last time or recently you did ask about that.
Yeah.
Good. I'm happy for that too.
Right. I'm not sure. I seem to remember we might have alluded to something taking some time. So that's good, though, that at least health-wise, there's major improvement. But yeah, sometimes some conditions, they will take a while to get back to where you were. And maybe you don't get quite back to where you were, but, you have ways you can live with it. Ah, okay. They've really come a long way with pacemakers, and I just think that people do really well. Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'll pick them up. I'll let you put them out there.
So we have the 7 of coins, pentacles or discs. That's upright. And then we have the 5 of swords. That's reversed. And then finally we have the 4 of wands or rods in this deck. And that's also reversed.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 of discs maybe to me sounds like just kind of holding status quo. Maybe there's projects to do, but you're not feeling the urgency of finishing them, so you might just not be doing that. But the 5 of swords seems to suggest that maybe you might want to reconsider that maybe there is some stuff in the air right now, and maybe you need to take care of all your tasks, kind of put things in order. Hi, Esoterics.
Well, you're just 2 people away, Esoterics. We're on one of them now.
Right. Maybe I'm thinking some of this is about plans that have been delayed. There may not be your plans, but they may have been plans that would involve you. And now that delay means you kind of don't have anything to do with that at the moment. Specifically, it could be that maybe there was, and this would make total sense, but maybe there was some event happening, and now, most likely due to situations around us, that event has been canceled or is being delayed. This may be causing tension. This may be what's causing the tension, because maybe, I think that's what the 7 is there, is that it's just saying you're sort of in a holding pattern.
I'm going to go a little bit different from him, as I do from time to time. So the 7 of Pentacles, to me, I do see what he's saying, that, I think there's kind of a status quo. You've been working hard, but you've been under some pressure, and maybe you've had some worries, a lot of things on your mind. I know your mother weighs into this a little bit, and so there's been a little bit of tension in the air and stress, and I'm sensing with the 5 reversed that maybe some of that is easing just a little bit, that you're feeling a little less pressure, a little bit less aggressive energy or worries or things that might be causing stress. And the 4 of Rods reversed is just telling me, it's kind of almost goes along with the first card, in my opinion, that things could be better for you right now, but they're not bad. They're not really bad. Things are starting to feel kind of, at least manageable again. And that, you're able to maybe devote some more time to some goals and projects that are important to you and you would like to see grow. So, with that in mind, I'm looking for
The Lenormand.
my Lenormand.
I'm not sure, Cheryl. I think we have actually added our last person today.
Yeah, you're really late, Cheryl. We are going into overtime, and I don't think we can fit you in. I
Yeah,
apologize.
because our session actually ended, and we're just trying to finish up the
Yeah.
readings we're scheduled for. So we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
But we're actually over the clock now. Maybe you can come back on Thursday, and appreciate you for liking. Thank you, and for showing up this morning during.
Yeah, I know you showed up early, too. I apologize, but we're really running the gauntlet here. If you don't have notifications on, if you've subscribed, make sure you get those on so it'll let you know when we go live and you can get in early.
Some people have been trying to come in real early, so
Yes.
that seems to work.
So here we have the bear.
bear.
This is really interesting. And why is this rider coming up so much? Here's the rider again. And you know what? Sanjib? I'm just going to say I think this is about your mother. Because,
Me too.
Yeah, we clicked on this
She's
one.
going to be doing really well, I think.
I think you're going to get news, and I'm thinking it's good news, I'm hoping. But there is news concerning your mother that's going to be coming. The bear often indicates a maternal figure in our lives, and that just hit me right away. So hopefully it's good news. I'm hoping. So
It's news with a heart.
well, in this deck, like I said, it's just the way it's, it's really more of a neutral card, I have to say, overall. But the bear shows a very strong maternal figure.
Definitely, we hope the best for you and your mom.
So we are finished with Sanjib. I hope that helped and gave you some information there, Sanjib. Thanks again for waiting and joining us. And we're moving on to Sanal. It's your turn.
And they've asked their question. Oh, they've retracted it.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and ask it
Go
again.
ahead and ask it, Sanal. You are up. And then Esoterics, Madhya, and Asel. Be after marriage. Okay. All right. And you're a Pisces. Pisces, Taurus. What do you have to say about that, Mr. O?
Well, Pisces and Taurus, they tend to be very central. They very much tend to think along central terms. They're heart feelers. They're very heartful people. Maybe Pisces sort of has a potential to be overly emotional at times. Maybe Taurus has a potential to be a little bit more overly covetous and self-righteous at a time. But there's nothing about it that doesn't say that, they can't be friends, they can't be good people together.
Here you go.
You're welcome, Sanjib.
You're welcome, Sanjib. I love the tarot, by the way, Sanjib. I really do. I used to read with regular decks of playing cards growing up, and I still do. But the tarot is very special to me, and I think it's because I read with a regular deck of playing cards that I like the Lenormand so much, which has kind of a tie to the regular deck of playing cards as well. So I don't know. I just glommed onto the tarot like a fish in water.
Because I showed it to you.
You did. Are you cutting?
I will.
I forgot last time. You almost forgot this time, Mr. O.
Many people don't know this, but the Banshee before our marriage was the subject of a paper I did for a class at my university, and that paper was actually accepted into their folklore archives.
Who would have thought? You've got some great cards here, I might add.
Oh,
so let's see.
I thought you had pulled it yet.
Oh no, let's see what's going on here. So now, this looks really, really good. Here we have the Knight of Cups, upright. We have the Page of Swords, upright. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, upright.
Well, I think it's mostly going to be pretty good stuff. I think you're going to remain pretty good friends.
Well, it's after marriage, yes.
Right.
It's always good to be friends with the person you're married to. Do you get it?
I guess so. I thought maybe like they were marrying somebody else and whether you were talking about your relationship with them.
Friend will be towards me after marriage. Oh, I guess I should ask that. Are you marrying them? Or is this somebody else if they will still be friends with you?
I'm a natural, Kelly. I just pick it up on
I need to know that. That's a good question.
Yes, so no.
Now that he is retired. He needs to be much busier, Casey. I agree. He could learn a lot.
Learn how to take long walks away from the home. I'll be back 6 o'clock tonight.
Anyway.
So now, are you the person being married to the Taurus? Or are you the friend that wants to still be on good terms with the Taurus?
Yeah, are you marrying the Taurus?
Next year will.
Oh, next year will. Okay.
Okay.
Well.
That changes our interpretation.
Well, not mine. I mean, I was kind of leaning that way anyway.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Casey, you're great. You're great. The Knight of Cups shows the beginning of some romance and great love. I think that it is so positive, for your question. This is, you both seem to, you'll do very well together. The Page of Swords, to me, indicates that lines of communication will be good and strong. I think, you will be, and that is so important in a relationship, how you communicate with one another. And I see this as going very well.
Respect, diplomacy.
Yes. Fairness. And look at this. This shows that this relationship will grow. I think in time, marriage is just the beginning. I feel that this is productive, will grow, and, there could be financial advantages also as well to the two of you being together.
I'd say that I can't disagree with the Banshee here, that basically it looks like everything's on a really firm footing and there's only just really something positive that will grow, that will be a beginning of growth. So
this is really beautiful. I think this is positive. When you look at the Knight of Cups there, which is, coming into a big romance, and then the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about growth and the beginning of something really growthful, it sounds like a win-win to me.
It doesn't seem like anything like that's indicated here, so we're going to go ahead and do our Lenormand.
I don't feel there is. I don't see it. But let's check the Lenormand to see if anything comes up there that we need to be concerned about. And maybe a question for another day.
Well, if they are the Taurus, I can kind of understand that. Tauruses just really love the sensuality. And maybe that's what the problem is that they don't always, maybe, separate that really well from other matters, that, you know, they're like a flirt at heart, you know. They may not be serious, but they don't understand how that feels to other people.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. I've got the flowers here, which is positive in most cases. But then I've got the scythe. And so I'm thinking, because the blade is turned away from the flowers, you know, this marriage may end up being a gift, but so let's not try to cut it down before it happens. I guess that's what I'm saying, is maybe we need to give this a chance, you know. It's possible that, you know, the Taurus is just, you know, trying to get some of this out of his system now before he gets married. And maybe, you know, as time goes on and things get closer, things will smooth over. So try to look at this right now as the gift that it seems to be, and see where, you know, and keep an eye on things. Definitely keep an eye on things. But right now, I think it's premature to cut it down.
I would agree with Banshee, and I would say that nothing in the first set of cards indicated something like that to us. It just really looked like firm foundation. And then I would just take it a step further with what she said about, you know, sort of getting, you know, something out of their system. And I don't know if you're familiar with this. In the Western world, there's kind of a tradition called the bachelor party. And the bachelor party is sort of like a mock attempt at the bachelor having one last chance to feel free, like he's not married anymore. So it could be that this is just sort of a human thing, a stage that sometimes men feel in different cultures. Because let's face it, in most cultures, men are given certain advantages or situations that don't exactly equate with what women get.
Don't I know? So that's what we have for you, Sanal. I hope that helps. And Esoterics, you are up, and then Madhya and Asel.
Hi, Esoterics.
Hey, Esoterics, you finally made it. Glad you're back to yourself again. And where did my other deck go? I wanted to use. Oh, this one. There it is. Never mind.
Good luck, Sanal, and yes, you'll have to let us know.
Yeah,
how
you
it all
have to
works
keep
out.
us posted.
Sun Man.
Well, you know, Sanal, sometimes I get the other message, cut and run. But I'm not getting that in this case. I just think that, you know, let's see what happens still. I think it might be too early to tell.
I'm going to use my mermaid deck, just because.
The upcoming week. Oh, I had grabbed this one, but okay.
Go ahead, then. Sun Man wisely doesn't say anything.
I have some interesting things happening in this upcoming week, Esoterics, I'm concerned about. Actually, it's something that I need to find out about, and I'm hoping I will.
You're welcome. A colorful life to everyone.
Thank you. I like that. I love color. That's why I get a lot of these different colorful tarot decks like this one. So I just love color.
Yeah, these are pretty.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we'll talk esoteric. There is so much happening, seriously, that nobody can know for now. But I guess I'll just say this, everybody. You know that I'm 63 this year, and I've talked about it being my 9th year, which is a lucky year for me generally. And I do believe this is a lucky year, despite things, despite appearances. And also, just as another caveat, and please nobody guess, because I can't say anything, but, and I am, because I'm a little...
time already.
Oh, because I'm a little talkative Gemini, I would say that, you know, in November, I will have worked 45 years in libraries. And 45 years, 4 plus 5 is 9. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
The Five of Wands, upright.
All right.
The Nine of Pentacles, but they're reversed.
Yep.
And then the Ace of Pentacles, but that's upright.
Wow. Yeah. So this is very interesting. So the 5 indicates a lot of,
Movement,
movement
energy.
and energy kind of clashing.
Positioning.
Sometimes constructively. It's often a fact of, a clash of ideas, and out of that, some great brainstorming happens and occurs. But also, there could be some arguments. There could be some people who just don't want to play nice in this situation.
Well, I'm wondering if something, this energy of the 5, pulls you out of your sweet spot, pulls you out of your place of feeling comfortable. It's not saying it's changing your life, but it's just pulling you out of that sense of comfort that you have there. It's just too much strife going around right now. But hang on, because I think ultimately that situation is leading towards the opportunity that will kind of blossom something. I don't know that it's a new job or anything like that. It's just going to be something that will seed from that. But you just kind of got to weather that storm a little bit and feeling a little uncomfortable.
Well, and it's interesting because we have it's really funny. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which sometimes means material conditions that are not to your advantage. Yet we have the Ace of Pentacles upright, and I know what you were saying. I get what you're saying. So I feel that maybe, yes, you're going to be moving into a period of some uncomfortability, but out of it, something is going to grow and blossom. And it seems like it's certainly going to be financial or material in some way.
It may be that what pulls you out of your sweet spot or that comfort area you feel is a challenge that presents this opportunity that will provide some growth or some activity for you. I saw that.
Oh my
I saw
God.
That. And that's
yes, I hadn't
exactly
even thought of that. But Casey, I've always told you my life revolves around these crazy synchronicities. So why does this not surprise me? And yes, I started as a student worker in a library when I was 18. My God.
So yes, it really looks like an opportunity that can come to you as long as you can weather some of that discomfort or possible frictions getting there.
Yeah.
So let's do a Lenormand.
Yeah, we got to do a Lenormand on this SO, but I think this is very interesting. And boy, I just love that deck. It is just beautiful.
Yeah, the line quality is really nice because...
I wish the cardboard was a little bit more firm or something, kind of like my Spirit Within. That one is a lot more durable than I think this one's going to be. And I already, like I said, accidentally, stupidly bent a card. Really? Me either, but my aunt got me in at a public library as a student worker, the main library in Detroit, and she told me I will love working in libraries, and she was right.
I beat both of you. I started at 16, just like a month or so, 2 months before I turned 17.
Not at the library I worked at, though.
No, it was a branch library.
So we got the anchor, and we have the gentleman card. So I don't know if there is a man or somebody involved in the situation at least, but it sounds like actually, they're staying where they are. They might be a support to you actually, because an anchor keeps something in place, holds somebody steady. And, this could be somebody who could provide you with some security or, some stability in the situation.
I appreciate some of the things you've mentioned before. So we sort of know some things, we sort of do. So I'm thinking this pertains to that, and that the situation would seem to be that that person will have to stick around rather than expand in other areas. They may have to work with the situation they got. Mostly it's really going to be probably a lot of being able to be supportive of you in this situation, because maybe they're changing to enhance that opportunity too. Maybe they're sticking around to help enhance or change or work with that opportunity. Sweet 16.
That's what we have for you, Esoteric. I hope that helps. Thanks for hanging in there and waiting.
Appreciate
and
that.
And all of you at the end of the list here, we've got two more. We've got Maria and Asel. So Maria, you are next if you are still with us. Thank you for waiting. I gotta get you back. One of your decks, perhaps?
Okay. Well, let's wait and see what the question is.
And all you guys who have hung out with us all day here, thanks a lot. So much fun talking to you all. Okay, yep, give us your question and we'll be all set to go. You're very welcome. I may take you up on that. Like I said, man. Anyway. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead with what I'm going to do this week, but there are other questions. Go ahead.
Nothing. I'm good.
Okay, Maria, can you write your question? I think you probably are. We'll just give it a moment. I know you put it up there earlier, but it's too far back for us to see it now.
I got the little caca out of your eye. Ah.
I think you were the one. Somebody put their question up earlier.
They might have, but I thought they also retracted it too, so let's take a peek. Boyfriend had a problem getting married, broke up with me.
Okay. About my future. Okay.
We'll use this, the
sure.
Tarot of the Mermaids.
I really like that vest Mr. O is wearing.
Do you?
It's colorful.
I got it at the Euro men's clothing store in Hamtramck where we used to live.
Oh, in Hamtramck. Mm-hmm. For people who don't know Hamtramck.
I like it because it's got all these little rainbow colors on the vest.
Okay, with your boyfriend. Okay. But yeah, Hamtramck is like a city within the city of Detroit. It's a separate city. It used to be an enclave for Polish-speaking people. My family, a lot of my family came from there. And they had a lot of European-style clothing stores and stuff like that.
I don't know, this is especially European. It also, there were parts of it, it was very accessible to African-American community too, so a lot of stores favor that style of clothing. I just liked the vest.
Okay.
So
Nadia, future with your boyfriend. Let's see.
We have the Eight of Cups, and it's reversed. We have a Knave of Pentacles. That's upright. And then we have the Three of Cups reversed.
Well, the Eight of Cups reversed indicates some... are you with... It is your boyfriend, so I take it...
They broke up.
Oh, you broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder if they aren't going to come back. I mean, it's possible because the Eight of Cups reversed. I'm going to go there. You go where you wish. The Eight of Cups reversed indicates somebody may come back. Now, that being said, I'm not necessarily sure that's a good thing. See where I'm going?
Oh.
So that's where I'm going. So I think that, I don't know if they're a student or an apprentice, or maybe they're just an earth sign of some sort. But I feel that they're going to come back, and they're just not going to be, they're not ready to settle down. They are really still in a very, I don't know how to say this, maybe in an immature phase of some sort, where they just think, I don't have to settle down. I can do what I want. I have time. It just seems like they're being very cavalier.
Some of this seems to be that the change was really abrupt too, like maybe everything seemed to be settled and was going in that direction. And then there was something maybe that was kind of abrupt about it. But at the same time, there was also this idea that they had now really sincerely, honestly changed their focus. And it wasn't really about not liking or malice, but that just something had really changed for them. And yet at the same time, what I am seeing is that if they do come back, if there is this idea that they could come back, that it would not really be exactly the same anymore, and that it may sort of always have a plus minus effect, or sort of a rolling effect where you wouldn't feel exactly the same way about the arrangement.
Would you be happy? I really think that maybe that's what the Three of Cups is kind of indicating here. You may not feel the same spark or feelings, that this, when they left and you broke up, that had left a mark that may be hard to get over. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And, and then the other question is, are they coming back because they need something? Are they coming back because they need something from you now? And, maybe they've fallen out of a relationship and now they're just going back because they need something in their life, but they're not really serious?
To me, I don't know if it's about that so much as just saying that maybe something really distracts them, something pulls them in another direction, something focuses them elsewhere, and that even if they do come back, they may still retain this other focus. Maybe it's another person, but maybe it's also just something else that they long for in some way.
Some people get married to their jobs, which is crazy. I am not that person. So here we have the mountains, and we have the sun. And so it seems to me, for this to work out, there would be a lot of obstacles that have to be overcome. It's not impossible, but it just seems to me there would be a lot of obstacles, things to work out. Now, notice the sun is even in the picture of the mountains here, and then we have the sun card. Do you want to give some thoughts?
Well, my thoughts would be mostly what you're saying, but I'm also wondering, too, if it's possible that this sort of indicates that you may not want to put your eggs in that basket of whether or not they'll come back, that it may be there's another sun over the horizon for you. I'm not saying you should just totally abandon this idea. You can certainly, kind of wait and see what's going on there, but don't close yourself off from other possibilities, because the mountain may be a struggle to get over, but you can get over it, and that's where the good stuff is.
And maybe what he's saying is true, that the idea this card is presenting here is, come back or not, maybe since feelings aren't going to be the same, it's time to struggle through letting that go so that you can move on to something better. I think that definitely carries some weight, is what you're saying.
And I don't want to dissuade you from the idea that if you think he needs you, that may, feel, better for you. We didn't see anything that really specifically said he's not coming back.
Yeah.
We just questioned on whether things would be mostly the same if he does. And we want you to know that and to understand that.
Yeah, to think about that.
All
That's
right.
what we have for you, and so glad you waited. Thank you for waiting so long. I hope that helped. And we have a cell, and we're done.
Sal, I saw you were here a few comments ago, so go ahead if you have your question.
Well, need, want, and desire are two different things. And if the need is there, but the desire is not, how does that make you feel, So consider your options and consider wisely.
It's not a bad thing if you give it more time to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Hey, Casey, good night to you.
Good night, Casey.
Ah. Wow. Interesting. Well, you know what? That was a very fascinating reading. Thanks for the question, and
I'm psychic.
We've been having a time lately. That's all I can say. We are on a roll.
Did we tell him the story of Uncle Al?
No, that's why
We'll
I
have
said, did
to.
you? We'll have to tell you his synchronicity.
Good night, Casey.
Yep.
Take
All right,
care.
last reading. Asel, where are you? Are you still here?
Come on, Estelle, we're waiting. Yes, we will tell you the story about Uncle Al.
You're just going to have to come out with it. Doesn't give your whole self away.
Of course.
Yeah, it's funny.
Next time.
Next time.
Or on Twitter soon.
Hey, you're still hanging out, January?
Hi, January again.
Wow, I'm amazed that, we go into overtime and everybody still hangs with us. That's awesome. Well, I will...
I'm going to type in their name.
Type in their name one more time.
They were here just a moment ago, so...
I know. So that's why I don't want to give up on them, because they've hung in there this long, too.
We can only do that one question we did.
Yeah, we're sorry because we're way over time and we need a break. But you're welcome to come back
Yep.
and ask a question either Thursday or next Sunday. We apologize, but we got to say no.
And there's the cell.
And Asel is here. Okay, Asel, your question.
We got it. Who's my future
Yeah,
husband?
we do apologize, but we are tired.
Who and where?
Oh, who's my future husband and where? Okay,
Down and dirty. Here we go.
with the Mermaid's Tarot. Our sunny cat is as sunny as our day today. We have such beautiful sunshine today. All right. There we are.
Okay. We have a Seven of Cups upright.
That's come up a bit today.
Yes, it has. We have a Ten of Swords, but it's reversed.
Reversed.
And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that's also reversed. So who and where? Well, we don't know.
Yeah, the where is a mystery because there's not a clear sign of that, but who? So,
It may be a dreamer type person, a person who really has ambition, but not necessarily has figured it all out.
yeah, it seems like somebody who's gone through some losses and hardships in their life.
That too.
And it's probably because they haven't totally nailed down exactly what it is they want to do.
Well, I'm also getting the feeling like they haven't always been very successful with certain things, that maybe it's possible they feel people have been overly critical of their talents or skills.
It's possible they will be coming to you after a time in their life where they had some setbacks, but they are on the road back from them. So I think they're in much better shape by the time they meet you. They'll be back on their feet again. But part of it is because they really have had some motivational issues in getting work done. They may have lost a job in the past. Maybe they haven't done quite as well with their studies. Something is not quite right, I think, in the material world for them.
Well, I think it's also possible too that they are, I hate to use this term because I do think that sometimes people can change these things, but they're a person that seems to have bad luck, that they have some adversity going on in their lives. Maybe there are situations where people in their family or in structures around them do seem to want to antagonize them or to put stumbling blocks in front of them. They just seem to have a path that is not as easy as most other people. There's things that are going wrong for them here and there.
They have a lot of dreams and a lot of goals. They definitely do. They just need to learn to focus more. And so I think you'll be meeting them at a point when they will be a little bit more focused. But when is that going to be? It looks like we're all over the map with time-wise here. So I don't think we can really tell you that or where, unless we want to just try to see if we can draw a card and find out. Do you want to grab one?
Reverse Three of Swords.
Again. Okay, but it's swords. So air.
That's days, right?
Well,
No.
I'm not looking at time. I'm looking at
okay.
where. Where. So, but I'm looking at, this is air. So it seems to me that you might meet them one of two ways. You might travel to meet them, or you might meet them through the internet, through connections and communication. You might meet them through somebody else, maybe even through somebody else. But it's almost like you're being introduced to them. So I can't exactly say where. I'm almost getting the feeling it's communications. And it's interesting that we drew the Three of Swords reversed again, because this shows somebody again who's coming from some point in their lives where they are healing now, and they are in a much better position than they were before you met them.
This strongly suggests that to me, and I would just hazard a guess and say that maybe the possibility that you meet after either or both of you have gone through a healing process, possibly over another relationship breakup or some severe heartache of some sort.
It is possible some of this is talking about past relationship. For some reason, I keep seeing a job in the picture or career issues, just trying to find their place in life, and that they maybe had some hardships there. But the Three of Swords definitely talks about the emotions, so I'm not saying you're wrong. There could be some healing. Let's throw some Lenormand and see if it can help shed any more light here. And while I'm doing that, I just want to say once again a great thank you to everybody. This has been a really great show today. Enjoyed it completely. I hope you have.
Because it's been so great, we're going to take off next Thursday. No, we're not. We will be back on Thursday at 7 p.m., of course.
We are not. And Angel, you have to keep me posted on what's going on there at the workplace and how it's going. Definitely want to know. My time will come. Okay. Well, look at this here. We have the stork, which brings changes, and we have a person. You know, and the stork, this is really interesting too, Asel. Remember I talked about air and communication and movement, and the stork flies, right? The stork flies. So again, I get that feeling and that sense of air and movement. So connected with how you're going to meet this person. And there is the person. So I think after some major changes occur, this person is going to come into your life somehow or another. And it may be through some way, either via internet connections, some social connections, maybe some meeting at a gathering.
I sort of get the feeling like it could be really anything, because there's a sense of newness there.
Yes.
But it could just be also, too, that really they've always been there. You've just never seen them. So however they show up, it's just a total new thing for you, even if they live right around the corner from you. You know, that kind of thing.
That's the best we can do on this one, I'm afraid. It didn't give us much clues beyond that. I hope that helps, and, you know, we can dabble more into this next time.
So that's all we have.
So that's all we have, and we are done. And we have enjoyed it so much. Hey, we've gone, oh my gosh, well over a half hour of overtime, and I've hardly even felt it.
Oh, let's stick around for a few more minutes till 4:44. No.
Oh, no, we're not going to do that.
No.
So, hey, guys, thanks for sticking with us. It's been enjoyable as always. You guys take care, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.